Hey, how's it going everybody? It's Tanner here and welcome back to a new Ninjago video here on the channel. In today's video we're going to be talking about something a little bit sad and a little bit, I guess, heartbreaking for me personally, but I think the Ninjago spinners are kind of done for. In my opinion, they are all very repetitive from one another and there's not really a lot to kind of distinguish them from, I guess, each other. I mean, we'll go through each Ninjago spinner here, but there seems to be a little bit of an issue, at least for me personally, with the modern day Ninjago spinners. And right away, yes, I know I'm not the target demographic for the Ninjago spinners. I am very well aware about that. These are meant for, smaller Ninjago fans, but I figured I'd kind of throw my 2 cents in as well. I have collected one of every spinner except for the Spinjitzu Slam spinners, which I haven't gotten a chance to grab one yet. And yeah, I have my experiences with all of them, and I figured I'd give a little bit of a, I guess, nostalgic story as well in the video. So let's just jump on right into it by taking a look at each Ninjago spinner and kind of talking about them a little bit more. So first things first, we had the original spinners. They came in a few different models, and these were very, very good. I really liked these because there was an actual game to play with them. And I think that's my main issue with a lot of the modern day Ninjago spinners. You just spin them, and that's about it. There's not really any specific kind of game that you can play besides, the basic, hey, let's launch them both at each other and see which one falls over. In the original Ninjago spinner line, there was actually a game. There were cards, there were rules, and there were actual strategies. They had these cute little booster packs as well that you can get, which included one figure, some weapons, and some cards. Those were really awesome to get as well. I remember buying those all the time when I was a kid because, that's really all I could afford back then because, obviously I didn't have a job. But I could very easily go ahead and grab a $10 Ninjago spinner, a $5 booster pack, and definitely have a lot of fun with those two items. They were definitely really amazing at the time. I'm not sure why they ever stopped making them after season 1, I think. I mean, the 2012 wave was kind of the last wave for those original Ninjago spinners. Kind of weird, and I'm not really sure why they stopped making them because they were really cool. And we didn't get another wave of Ninjago spinners until 2015 with Possession, where we got the Spinjitzu Flyers, which in my opinion also weren't too bad. There wasn't like an actual game to play with them, but they were definitely fun to play with, of course. You could launch them up in the air really far. They were different from the original spinners in a lot of ways, but I still felt like the original spinners were a little bit superior. Then we pretty much got nothing until we got in 2018 the Spinjitzu Masters. And this is when it was very apparent that LEGO was going to be pumping out new Ninjago spinners to, I guess, go along with every single Ninjago wave from here on forward. The Spinjitzu Masters weren't really my favorite spinners ever, but yeah, they're not really the most fun to play with. You can do some cool things, I guess, but again, there's still not like an actual game to play with them. It's kind of just like, hey, let's just race the spinners. You can't really battle with them, which was a big advantage of the original Ninjago spinners. Then came the Dragon Master Flyer things, which in my opinion were not very good. I do own a few of these, and they're not really fun. They can't really fly very well. They're not really the best thing ever. They're not the best spinners ever. They're probably my least favorite spinners out of all of them. They just don't really work very well, and they were each, I think, $15 at the time of release? Kind of pricey, but, they're not really my favorites, though. So we're going to move on to the Ninjago Legacy spinners, which in my opinion are probably the closest things to the original spinners that we've, I guess, received so far. These spinners weren't really, I guess, too revolutionary as well. They kind of had, a little bit more going for them than other Ninjago spinners. You could kind of battle with them. There still wasn't like any sort of card functionality or anything like that, and there weren't, I guess, specific rules and guidelines, but you could definitely customize your spinner though. That's something that not a lot of the other Ninjago spinners can really, I guess, claim. The Ninjago Legacy spinners were very much customizable in terms of what you wanted to have on your spinner, how you wanted to spin it, and how you wanted to attack the other one. So it's pretty cool there. Again, kind of close to the original Ninjago spinners, but in my opinion, not really anywhere close. And then we have the Ninjago Spinjitzu Slams, which I can't really say a whole lot about because I don't own one at the moment, but they definitely seem pretty basic and pretty simple, and they don't look like they're for me, and it doesn't look like I'll enjoy them if I get one. But I have to get one though because I have to at least get one of every Ninjago spinner. I have to. I mean, there's not really anything to say about that. But I guess what I was trying to say throughout this entire video is I kind of honestly feel bad for, I guess, the younger generation of Ninjago fans nowadays, because the spinners back in the day were definitely one of the cheapest ways to get Ninjago characters and actually get something fun, in addition to that minifigure. A lot of younger Ninjago fans might not be able to afford a lot of the bigger sets just like I was back in the day. And back in the day, I turned to those original Ninjago spinners and I really enjoyed them. But nowadays, I don't really see how kids can basically have the same enjoyment out of, the modern day spinners. Maybe that's just me, and if you're a younger Ninjago fan, let me know down below what you think of the modern day spinners. Are they really fun? Because they really don't look as fun as the original Ninjago spinners, and I feel like if Ninjago would have, brought an actual game into play with these new spinners and actually sort of tried to recreate what those original spinners were and the actual impact that they had on the younger Ninjago fan base, I feel like maybe they'd be a little bit more successful. I mean, maybe actually include some of the figures in these spinner sets rather than just random hobbled together exclusive figures that really don't add anything to the actual story. Maybe create some type of game that we can play with the new spinners. Just make it a little more fun, make it a little more interactive like it was back in the day. A lot of these spinners do have a lot of potential, but unfortunately none of them, in my opinion, can really live up to the legacy of the original Ninjago spinners. I really miss them quite a bit. I do want to do another video in the future kind of battling with them and sort of, taking a closer look at those original spinners, because I do have a bunch of them and they're really fun. So let me know down below in the comments what you would like to see in that video, and let me know if you enjoyed this video here. With all that being said though, that'll just about do it for this video here, so thank you so much for watching this one. If you enjoyed the video, as always, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up rating, and of course remember to hit the subscribe button if you've not done so already. Once again guys, the comment section is there for the various discussions that you would like to have regarding this topic, or if you just had a comment of a general nature, that's fine as well. In the description you'll find the links towards my other forms of social media, whether it be my Twitter, my Instagram, my Patreon, or my merch. Be sure to support me on all those platforms if you would like to. With all that being said, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video once again. My name is TannerFishies, and with that I bid you farewell.